Good morning. So it's Wednesday morning. I'm over here at the log landing. They haven't really gotten started yet today, so it's nice and quiet. But what I wanted to show you is as the sun is coming up over the camp, what you can see is we are now seeing sun on trees that have never seen that before because it's been so densely packed. That's really a part of what's going on. Now that area there's going to be thinning taking place as well. So we're going to get sun not only on this front pasture area here that you see, then in that back area, as we begin to thin that out, that sunlight is going to filter down through onto the ground. And that is going to make these trees much healthier going forward. We are definitely going to thin out some of the older growth. We're going to thin out some things that maybe don't look so good and healthy. We'll be thinning that out still as this project goes on. But you're starting to see that change. And as the sun is coming up over the camp, I mean, take a look back there and see how that sun is hitting trees. Those are trees that haven't seen sun in I don't know how many years, at least not coming down into there and into the ground and into the space. So this front area that you see, now I want you to picture that just nice grass, some cover crop, and eventually you'll see a couple of head of cattle grazing down through that area. There'll be some that are here all the time. Those will be some of our permanent residents. We're looking at a few head of cattle. There'll be 3 goats coming, maybe a donkey or 2, just some different animals. And they're going to help us regenerate that soil because the way that a cow or a goat and their feet basically go through there and the hooves helps to churn that soil. We don't want to till it, not at all, but what we really want to do is really just help it regenerate. We'll be putting down some nice healthy compost going in there really to rebuild that soil. So it's going to be a neat process. Overall, we figure the entire process from now until this is all full, ready to go, and grazing is probably about a 3-year process because we have to heal the soil, and it's going to take some time. Will it take that time long before you start seeing some animals out there doing their thing? Nope, that'll be a little quicker, but we'll begin to see that. As we turn around a little bit, kind of the same thing that's going to grow through there. I'm not seeing the sun on that side of the camp yet. And then the next part of this is they're going to continue on this other side. And they've already done some thinning, and you can start to see through there how it's not as dense of a forest as we begin to thin it out. So it's going to be pretty neat. We're going to plant a couple of new trees in that area there. Those are going to be some fruit and nut bearing trees. It'll take them obviously a couple of years until they get to that stage. The other thing that's kind of cool is as the sunlight gets down through where we're thinning out the forest back in there, it actually draws the wildlife back in because the stuff will begin to grow down on the forest floor that the smaller animals need, that they need to eat and graze on. And we're even talking about things like deer, like turkey, all kinds of small birds and small animals. Porcupines, well, they like to go up the trees and eat them. In fact, we saw the tracks of our resident porcupine down by the ranger house this morning. So that's what's going on today. We're just up ahead a little bit before the boys get here and start their work. All right, we'll be back at you later with another update because today we have a sawmill coming.